The Battle of Gaugamela, fought on October 1st, 331 BC, stands as one of history's most pivotal conflicts. This clash between Alexander the Great and Darius III of Persia determined the fate of empires. Victory for Alexander meant control over the Persian Empire, the largest empire the world had seen. The strategic brilliance of Alexander at Gaugamela is a textbook example of military excellence. His tactics not only outmaneuvered a vastly larger force, but also highlighted the importance of innovation in warfare. The battlefield was more than just a site of conflict. It was a canvas where Alexander painted his legacy with bold strokes. Darius III commanded an army that dwarfed Alexander's in numbers. Yet it was Alexander's superior planning and execution that led to a decisive victory. The battle demonstrated how training, discipline, and leadership can triumph over sheer numbers. Before the clash at Gaugamela, Alexander had already demonstrated his military prowess in battles like Issus and Granicus. Meanwhile, Darius III was gathering a massive force, determined to halt Alexander's progress and protect his throne. Alexander meticulously prepared for the battle. He chose the plains of Gaugamela, a location that offered both advantages and challenges. Alexander's familiarity with the terrain allowed him to plan his tactics with precision, anticipating the moves of his opponent. Darius, confident in the numerical superiority of his army, relied heavily on his scythed chariots, designed to break enemy lines. The night before the battle, Alexander's army rested, while Darius kept his troops on alert, fearing a surprise attack. Alexander's troops, well rested and motivated, contrasted sharply with the weary and anxious Persian soldiers. Alexander's strategic brilliance was evident in his use of the terrain at Gaugamela. He chose a battlefield that allowed him to exploit the weaknesses of the Persian army. The Macedonian phalanx was central to his strategy. Alexander positioned his phalanx at the center, supported by cavalry on the flanks. He also utilized the refused flank tactic. Concentrating strength on the right flank, he delivered a decisive blow. His personal leadership and leading the companion cavalry ensured high morale. Darius III, facing Alexander's tactics, attempted countermeasures to gain the upper hand. He positioned scythed chariots in the front lines, but Alexander trained his troops to create gaps, neutralizing them. Darius also extended his lines to outflank Alexander. This stretched his forces too thin. Alexander then attacked the Persian center, causing panic. Darius fled, demoralizing his troops and collapsing their defense. Several key moments during the Battle of Gaugamela turned the tide in favor of Alexander. One of the most significant was the successful execution of the refused flank tactic. As the Persian forces concentrated on what appeared to be a weaker Macedonian left wing, they were drawn further out of position. This strategic feint allowed Alexander to concentrate his forces where it mattered most, creating an opening for a decisive strike. Another crucial moment was the charge of Alexander and his companion cavalry. Leading from the front, Alexander identified a gap in the Persian lines and personally led the charge through it. The sight of Alexander's cavalry breaking through caused panic and confusion among the Persian ranks. The psychological impact of Darius's retreat marked the definitive turning point of the battle, leading to a complete and crushing victory. The victory at Gaugamela had profound implications for Alexander's conquests and legacy. With the defeat of Darius III, the Persian Empire crumbled. Alexander's triumph at Gaugamela effectively marked the end of Persian resistance and the beginning of Macedonian dominance over the region. This victory also solidified Alexander's reputation as one of history's greatest military commanders. Gaugamela became a case study in military strategy, demonstrating how a smaller, well-led force could defeat a numerically superior enemy through superior tactics and leadership. In the wake of Gaugamela, Alexander continued his campaign, capturing key Persian cities such as Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis. The legacy of Alexander's victory at Gaugamela extends beyond his lifetime, paving the way for the spread of Greek culture and ideas throughout the known world. Alexander's military genius, exemplified at Gaugamela, continues to be studied and admired, a testament to his enduring influence on history.